sustainability and green energy, Viking heritage, welfare system, new Nordic food. Welcome to Denmark Explained, where we explore the rich tapestry of Danish culture, one captivating story at a time. Imagine escaping the endless buzzing of your smartphone. No notifications, no endless scrolling, no pressure to respond instantly to messages. Instead, you wake up on a small, peaceful Danish island, surrounded only by the sound of birds, the wind in the apple orchards, and the calm sea. No Instagram, no TikTok, just books, fresh air, and your thoughts. Would this feel like heaven or like prison? Big question for you. Would you choose total digital silence to recharge and focus? Or would you rather stay connected even while studying? Stay tuned. Today's story reveals why Denmark, famous for happiness and well-being, built this strange study island to help students escape stress, and why such an idea could never happen in many other countries. But before we continue, please support the channel by pressing the like button, share, and hit subscribe. And if you want to see more, remember to click on the playlist link below in the description. Thank you. Welcome to Fejø, a small island in southern Denmark you've probably never heard of. It covers just 16 square kilometers and has only about 450 permanent residents. The island is famous among Danes for two things: apples. Fejø produces some of the sweetest apples in Scandinavia, and its peaceful, slow way of life that seems untouched by modern stress. But in 2025, this quiet island became the focus of a bold educational experiment. Danish universities working with the National Education Ministry selected Fejø as the first site for an unusual pilot project, creating a digital detox island for students suffering from burnout, anxiety, and concentration problems. Why such drastic measures? In recent years, Danish health authorities noticed that more students than ever were struggling with stress. In fact, a 2024 report from Aarhus University showed that over 50% of Danish university students admitted they felt overwhelmed by constant digital connection. Phone pings, emails, news alerts, and social media pressure left them unable to focus properly on studies. On Fejø, students were given a simple challenge: leave your phone at the dock. When you arrive on the island, all devices are locked away in secure boxes until the end of your stay. What you get instead: printed study materials, paper books, quiet surroundings, and old-fashioned face-to-face conversations with other students. Why did this idea start in Denmark and not, for example, in tech-driven countries like the US, UK, or Germany? To understand this, you need to grasp something unique about Danish culture. Denmark isn't just famous for its design, bicycles, or Vikings. It's also known for prioritizing quality of life above relentless work. The Danes have an old cultural concept called hygge, a word that loosely means coziness, comfort, and simple joy. In Danish life, mental balance matters more than status, hustle, or overwork. Unlike in the US or UK, where grinding and hustling are often celebrated, Danes believe the brain performs best when rested, calm, and focused. This attitude flows into Danish schools, universities, and even government policies. For example, Danish students get state-funded education, generous study grants, and relaxed deadlines compared to other nations. But after COVID-19 lockdowns, a new problem emerged. Even in Denmark, students became addicted to their screens. Digital distractions made it hard to think deeply, study for long periods, or sleep well. Anxiety soared. Rather than telling students to try harder or be more disciplined, Danish leaders asked, what if we gave students an environment where focus was natural, where they couldn't be tempted to check their phone? Fejø became the perfect solution. No city noise, no nightclubs, no shopping malls, just books, nature, and time to think. So, when the students arrive on Fejø, their entire experience is, carefully planned to maximize calmness and productivity, not boredom. Here's what daily life on this so-called study island actually looks like. In the morning, you wake up naturally or maybe with a simple alarm. No smartphone needed at all. Breakfast is all about fresh local food, apples, eggs, cheese, all from nearby farms. Then there's a guided mindfulness or stretching session to, clear the mind. After that, it's time for a deep study period using printed books, handouts, or just note cards. By midday, students gather for group discussion sessions, face-to-face, no screens anywhere in sight, to talk about the study material. If you want, you can join an optional nature walk. Feijo's coastal trails are honestly known for their beauty. Then, everyone comes together for a shared lunch. Students sit together, talk, and exchange ideas, all without phones. In the afternoon, there's more study time, whether you prefer solo reading or maybe working in a small group. Professional psychologists are on site, offering mental health coaching. There's also free time to rest, nap, or just sit outside in the fresh air. Evenings are about board games, music, played on real instruments, not streamed, and storytelling. Dinner happens in a cozy communal hall with candlelight and good conversation. And before bed, there's a reflection period, writing in journals, discussing progress and thoughts. What shocked a lot of visiting journalists was this. After only a few days, most students reported sleeping better, feeling calmer, and focusing more easily. Even those who panicked about being offline at first actually came to enjoy the freedom from digital noise. One student even said, "I finally read a whole book without checking my phone. I hadn't done that in years." Here's the real question. Would you give up your phone, Netflix, Instagram, and all digital contact for an entire week to gain focus, peace, and mental clarity? Or would you find this unbearable, missing friends, messages, memes, and connections so much that you couldn't relax or concentrate? In surveys, Danish students mostly chose yes, I'd do it again. But when this experiment was shared in international media, a lot of viewers from the US and UK said no way. I'd feel anxious or left out. This actually reflects a deeper difference between Danish and Anglo-American life. Danes see disconnection as refreshing. Many others see it as, well, kind of frightening. So I want to hear from you. Would you survive a digital detox island like this? Comment island yes or island no below. If you're thinking about visiting, studying, or even moving to Denmark, this story reveals something critical about the country's way of life that, honestly, guidebooks don't tell you. Denmark values mental health over constant productivity. Work-life balance isn't just an afterthought, it's a national value. Technology is embraced, but also questioned. For example, Danish employers are legally required to offer at least 5 weeks of paid vacation. Schools encourage outdoor play, even in freezing weather. University students often delay graduation just to focus on personal well-being. This whole study island project is part of a wider belief that life should feel sustainable, not like a race. For someone from the US or UK where work emails arrive at midnight and hustle culture rules, Denmark may feel shockingly relaxed. But this approach explains why Denmark consistently ranks in the top 3 happiest countries in the world, and why burnout rates are lower than in most other nations. So, if you plan to live or study here, expect real holidays, fewer all-nighters, and more personal time. Even your boss may actually encourage you to unplug. This tiny island experiment honestly offers a big lesson. Maybe the future of education and life isn't more technology, but less. Could this no-phone study island idea work in your country? Would students in New York or London really give up TikTok for textbooks? Tell me in the comments, island. Yes, I'd love to try this digital detox, or island no. I couldn't stand being offline. Why? We hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps us bring you more amazing content. Join us here at Denmark Explained, where we uncover the wonders of Danish culture, one story at a time. See you in the next video.